Hey up, hope you're well. Thanks for visiting the channel. If you haven't been here before, please consider liking and subscribing. It really is appreciated, everyone that keeps coming back and everyone that visits, so thanks for all your comments and your continued support. So what I thought I would do today is a quick update of where I am with the fry stroke grow on sales tanks, whatever you want to call them, the whole build. We're getting there, but it's sort of single man job. It's quite slow, but I'm actually on top of it. I just took a bit of leave from work just to catch up a little bit because the weather's growing in, obviously. So here we go. We'll have a quick look at these fishes as well. I did bowl some up last week. I'll put the video top right so you can check that out. I just took a few of these fellas out and bowled them up. So these two tanks are coming on. I finally got the decking boards on the top rails. Again, the filthy. I've been standing on them to fit lights, so we've fitted a light up there. So yeah, once it's all done, it's going to need a really good hosing down. You can see the Bakki shower, 3-foot Bakki shower, that's running really nicely. That's full of the Bakki House media stuff. That's really good. And a few of the bigger ones are in here. They haven't been fed yet today, so I did mention in the last video we're down to 15 degrees and just one feed a day, just keeping them in with food, and they seem happy enough. So I've just finished, well I haven't finished as you can see, I've started cutting these boards in. As you can see, I've had to cut round these inlets because I still need to get to them, especially if these rubbers perish, then I need to be able to get to those. Well, that's no big deal. So yeah, but they're all insulated now. That was the main thing, protect them from the wind. The air temperature is going to drop, but it is the wind chill on the tanks that will absolutely devastate it. So I've thrown a bit of this membrane stuff down because I've been walking up and down a lot and it's been muddy and I've been traipsing it into the house, which gets me in trouble. So we have clad this lot now. We'll have a quick look at shit corner. Please ignore shit corner. So it is all clad and it is all insulated, so it's just putting the outer decoration stuff on, if you like. Each tank's now got air and they've got an individual tap. This is going to be drilled through, if you can see the decking board, it's got a lip, so I can drill straight through there, feed the hose through and seat the tap in there nicely, so I can then control each individual tank as and when I need to. And it's just one airline that comes. It's all buried in, but it just comes back to this one. This one's for the Nexus. I'll get to the Nexus in a minute. In fact, I'll do it now while I'm here. So the Nexus, I've spoke before, I'm going to build all this in and I need some ideas. Basically I'm going to need access to this side to get to the valves. So yeah, I want it semi-permanent though, so I'm going to build a frame out of wood. I'm just wondering the best way to do it, because again I need access this side. I need to be able to get in here to obviously access the sockets, the UV. So I want the best of both worlds. I want my cake and eat it. I want it semi-permanent, but I want to be able to get to it. So as I'm thinking at the minute, it's probably going to be a lift up lid of some description, which then enables me access into this side. And again here, I don't know, is it going to be maybe a gate or a lift up, or if anybody else has got any ideas, some kind of framing it's going to help keep the noise in, it's going to block it in. See, this gazebo has got curtains, and so I could just draw all the curtains, but I don't want to do that. I want this sort of semi-permanent. So if that makes sense, if anybody's got any ideas of how to box that in, I'll listen to all ideas, because it's my last thought process, if you like. Everything else has been thought through and it's come to fruition. It's just that, boxing that in, that's stumping me at the minute. I will think of something, but I don't know what yet. So anyway, stop waffling. Got a light in there as well, so that's all nicey nice. These fishes are doing well. They haven't been fed yet, so they'll be wanting some grub. As you can see, that's all boxed. I've got some for these corners, you can see because it's only like a PVC tile effect, I've got some edging corners that's going to go down there. I have got the rest of the tiles to put on. I've got some waterproofing PVA, so that will then go on here and coat the OSB and then stick the tile, so sort of two birds with one stone. Getting a bit of protein build up on the surface, if you can see that. That's since I put the air in, to be honest. So I don't know if you can see these fellas, these are all happy as Larry. My next job is I've got to vacuum the tanks. We've had some leaves in there. It shows how good the bottom drain works though. You can see all the leaves gathered on the bottom drain in the middle. I don't know if you can see them there. Oh, they're wanting some food. So yeah, everyone's happy. Fish are happy. I'm happy for a change, but it does seem never ending at the minute. Yeah, it's quite bad protein on you. But these guys are happy. These are the guys that are gonna. These are for next year's stock, if you like. They'll be put in at temperature, probably in March, and grown on a bit more. But they're perfectly happy where they are. There's a good few hundred in there. There's about a dozen in here, various sizes. But yeah, everyone seems happy. So we've got lights in this one and lights in this one. So these are the two canopies. Yeah, they actually came together quite well. I've got a back garden full of canopies. But yeah, it's all coming together nicely. I did have some, I've got some temporary covers. You can see one's popped up at the back. I've got to cut these to shape and bastardise them a little bit. Basically somebody was selling them on Facebook Marketplace. They'd moved into a house and there was a koi pond and they just filled it in. So these were cut precisely to that raised pond. But he wanted 40 quid and I've got 4 of these, and it's the really nice thick polycarbonate. So I jumped on those and I can cut them to fit each individual tank when I get around to it. So you can see I've got that one at the back there. Got 2 more here. So this one's got a shape cut out of it, but I'm thinking that's going to perfectly accommodate that shower somehow. So that's those. Yeah, for that polycarbonate, as if anybody's bought any recently, you know it's ridiculously expensive. So that was a bit of a bargain, but that's another job to do. So that's the tanks as we stand. Let's have a quick one. We better go and have a quick look at the pond. I've turned the air off now. I still haven't cut back what I need to cut back, but I've been flat out with that lot. So I took all the koi out a few weeks ago. You'll see the video, they're now indoors. The water's crystal again. So what fish you can see down there are the orphs, a few goldfish and schmunkins. However, my Deutz Perchina Ogon is in here somewhere. I know where he is roughly. He's right in between the rocks and he won't come out. So I haven't been able to put him indoors yet. But he hasn't moved now for a couple of weeks. I don't like it. I did get in there and it was freezing. I got in there and tried to get him out manually, but I couldn't do it. So unfortunately now he's in the lap of the gods. He's in there. He is still moving around. I saw his tail flipping the other day. I don't like where he is because he's going to be susceptible to bacteria because he just sat. But I don't know what else I can do. So hopefully he'll come out in due course. He's just scared. I probably freaked them all out when I fished them all out. But there's the pond. It's doing well. Bit of sunshine on it. Looks lovely. Even this time of year. It's freezing, but looks good. So that's where we are. Lots of tidying up to do. 3 ton of purple slate to put down when I put this membrane down properly. Like I say, I just slung it down because I'm walking up and down here. And that's about it, and get some kind of frame built for this. And then we should be good to go. So yeah, thanks very much for putting up with my rambling. If you do have any thoughts on the framing for the Nexus, I'd really like to hear it. Thanks to everyone that comes back. Thanks for all your support. We'll see you all again next week. Cheers.